We'll see. I'll go. Oh, the broadcast is live.
There we go.
Hey, hello, everyone.
I think I'll go get my phone and do it. Oh no, we're freezing every once in a while. Get my phone and look at us.
If anybody's on here, can you tell us if it's working and can you hear us?
Yes. If anybody's on, message us so we know. Okay.
Oh,
Somebody's dinging something.
Yeah. Afraid that's
something else.
Oh.
All right.
I'm just gonna ignore it and hopefully.
What did that say when you did that?
I don't know.
It said something about live viewer show up on StreamYard. Okay.
This is an example. Yep.
Okay.
Now you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
Yeah, I'm like, and I think that up in the corner we're showing how many people are viewing us, and currently shows 0. So maybe we're like, woo, we got one viewer that's showing. Hope they can tell us if this is working and they can hear us and see us okay. So, but I said, this is a toast to the new year.
Hey, I know. This is awesome. It rained all day yesterday here, so we didn't get to do hardly anything, but we played games last night and had a toast to the new year. And
you made it up midnight, didn't you?
We did.
We did. We actually made it to midnight. You made it to midnight, but you were working.
Hey, I got this on.
Okay, so we know that there's sound.
There is.
It's delayed on the phone.
Okay, so we know that there's sound.
Yeah.
It's slightly delayed.
That's all right.
Oh, it says there's 3 people though.
Yep.
No, thank you for those that joined us.
Thanks for tuning in.
Hi. Wait. Can you see on yours? Supposedly there's supposed to be some way you can see on yours who's here, or do they have to log in?
I think you have to log in and click the live chat, and then they'll show up on the chat of who's joining us.
Megan Paul.
Hi, Megan, Joe, probably Max, and JoJo. So our niece and nephew and my brother and his wife on.
Oh, nice.
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Happy 2021.
Yeah, good thing 2020's gone.
Yeah, did everybody open your door at midnight to force the old year out and welcome the new year in? Supposedly, there's a tradition in Scotland that's what you do. They open the door so that the old year can come out and the new year can come in.
Oh, I gotcha. No, we didn't do that.
I kind of like that.
Happy New Year.
Thanks, Megan. Did y'all have y'all black eyed peas today?
What?
We did not have black eyed peas today.
That's a Southern tradition.
Oh, that's a tradition too.
Because when Bill's mom came down to visit us one time in Texas from New York, my mom made a big thing of black eyed peas for our daughter's birthday. And his mother was eating them, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, we feed these to the cows. These are so good." No, eat these. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how many helpings she had of it. But Mom did make black eyed peas, but we made black eyed peas, so we can
and cornbread.
What's the traditions up in Wisconsin?
I don't know if there's any food ones.
Normally it's going out to eat at a supper club with friends and then finding some place to obviously do the toast to the new year at as well.
Yeah, and then the New Year's Day is normally college football day, and we'll watch some of the games, see what's going on there. Yeah. But I don't know that there's a specific food for this area.
You're supposed to eat pork. And we had pork in our black eyed peas. Bacon in that. You're supposed to eat your black eyed peas. And so that's supposed to bring you luck for the new year.
Huh.
Oh. We normally would do like a cold platter with obviously cheese, because Wisconsin, and cheese. Some sort of summer sausage or deer sausage along with shrimp. Is the big one that we actually did when I grew up. And then you guys, Didn't your mom make oyster soup? And
No,
then
that was for Christmas.
Oh, that was Christmas.
Yeah. Oyster stew.
I have heard that there are some countries and stuff that seafood is supposed to bring luck. There's something about seafood, but I don't remember which one it is. We should probably look up some traditions in different countries for bringing in the new year.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
In the different regions of the country, like you said.
Exactly. Yeah, because
So we know which ones to avoid on New Year's.
I don't like that food. We can't go there.
Go
Yeah.
there.
What's the other one? Because Joel's Norwegian, so they've got some yucky food that they like to eat, like
That's mostly for Christmas, though.
Yeah, that's
lutefisk.
lutefisk.
Yeah.
now Dave just joined us, and he says he's watching us live. Dave, BA, and kids.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us. Happy New Year,
Happy 2021.
Yeah, it is Dave Rivestall.
Dave Rivestall.
Yep. And the
Oh,
family.
he's your neighbor. Oh, cool.
They were out. I worked with him. They were out ice skating yesterday. I know that. So
Hopefully, no one fell on the ice.
no.
My
He
grandson,
reported no injuries.
Herring and saltines. Oh, is that
Oh, that's what your family does, Dave. That's
Oh yeah.
yeah, pickled
Pickled-
herring and saltines is very common.
Yeah.
We normally do that for a lot of meals.
Yeah.
Actually, Joel eats pickled herring almost every single day. He
Oh, really?
believes it's good for his cholesterol.
Well, it probably is. It's
High in
something.
omega 3s.
Yeah.
Plus, it's
All right.
tasty.
Camping has joined us. Hey guys, Happy New Year. Hi, KT. Happy New Year to you guys too. Well, what I was going to say about ice skating, because you said Dave's family went ice skating yesterday. Our 3-year-old grandson went ice skating for the first time, and they had one of those
boy.
little chair things that you hold on to and you skate
Skate
around
around,
on the floor. Oh, so cute.
Oh,
he won't-
Ford is so adorable.
Oh, I know.
He officially has a pair of hockey skates.
Oh boy.
They're
Starting young
about,
with that.
they're about this big.
Oh yeah.
His feet are tiny.
I think his dad's ambition is for him to play in the NHL.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah, his feet have got to grow a whole lot more.
is Missouri big hockey state then?
Missouri.
St.
Go
Louis
St.
Blues.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Our friends they love to watch hockey from
Yep.
Missouri too. So they always go to St. Louis and watch games too.
Yep.
They won the
Yeah.
Stanley Cup the year before, not this past year, the year
Well,
before.
nope. Who won the Stanley
I
Cup this
don't-
year? Because
I
it was
don't
kind
know.
of one of those things where,
I don't keep up with that.
No.
Someone out there might know.
hey, does anybody
Yeah.
remember
Cool.
who won Stanley Cup this year?
Yeah. Well, I suppose we could start with our
What?
beer tasting.
Yeah,
What
what?
flavor do you want to be first?
I don't know. Should we show everybody what we're tasting? It's the
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
it's the
So
you could go ahead and explain it, Deb. I'll show the box
Yep.
to the
it's the Shiners beer from Texas that's made in Austin, and it is this year's variety pack. Features 3 rich flavored winter brews. Each one is a perfect companion. It says a perfect companion for a night by the fire. The
Ooh.
first one listed, let's see, is Cold Brew Coffee Ale.
All
I
right.
grabbed it.
You got the right one.
Yep.
Um,
So
We'll let you show it in the glass since we're in our camper and we're
We don't have any kind of
RV friendly with our cups.
Cold Brew Coffee, it says it's in Austin, Texas. Own Chameleon Cold Brew and special roasted malt. This flavorful coffee ale has a note of toffee and chocolate.
coffee. Mm.
Mm,
Yep.
That's what it looks like.
that's pretty dark.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's a little dark. We got these nice little tasting glasses here. So
Yep.
We got to rinse ours out in between. We're limited on cups.
Smells good.
All right.
cheers.
Cheers.
Happy New Year's, everybody.
Cheers. Happy
Cheers.
New Year.
Megan, our fire is the fireplace right back here. We don't have it turned on because it's really warm down here.
That's not too bad now.
It
that's
would
pretty
be
good.
Actually, I like this one.
it would be nice and cozy though, Megan, if they would start the fire. That's not bad.
It really isn't.
I don't know if it'll work.
No, the light might work.
I'm just kidding.
It's electric, so
No, it's electric.
It's plugged in.
I don't know if
For
you
fire
guys.
safety reasons, we don't even have it plugged in.
it's
Oh,
all
yeah.
for look.
Yeah.
Overlooks.
I don't know if you guys heard about all the snow that we've gotten down here in Texas, but it's very appropriate that the series is called Cold Front, and we're trying it tonight because
One came through the day before yesterday. Or yesterday, I guess.
yes, and there were people stranded on I-20 and I-10
I-10.
for
West Texas.
10 hours last night.
The Chihuahuan Desert out in the Big Bend area got like 4 to 6 inches of snow.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
And in the summer, they shut the campgrounds down out there. It gets so hot. But it's enough elevation and stuff that in the winter they can get a little snow. But this is quite a bit.
It's quite unusual for them.
Oh, a picture of a fire.
Did
Good
it,
job. Megan. You should.
did it freeze there?
Picture.
Not where we're at, but it went from 80 when we talked to you guys on Wednesday to 38 this morning.
Oh,
And
okay.
with all the rain we got yesterday, it was chilly.
It rained all day yesterday.
We were supposed to get 6 to 8 inches of snow on from
Tuesday night into
to
Wednesday.
Wednesday, and we got about 2 inches
Yeah, it wasn't
and
bad at all.
ice.
That just makes it pretty when you get that, and that's nice.
Yeah.
Maya's trying to figure out what's going on.
And who we're
She can hear
talking to.
people.
She can hear people. She's like,
Yeah.
"What's going on?" Well, we got Scout right here. Scout, say hi.
Moved her bed over here by the fireplace where she can keep nice and warm.
I'm not a beer drinker, but I'm not disliking this. This is
Oh,
Smooth and it's got a good coffee flavor.
Oh, hi, Rick and Dawn. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Rick and Dawn.
Cheers to the new year.
Cheers.
I suppose they should have set a timer or whatever, and then we have toasting time every 5 minutes. Toast.
Oh, they're there. They popped up.
Yep.
Rick and Dawn. Home on the road. Okay. Nice.
Instead of "Oh, Home on the Range."
Yeah, I got that.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the first piano pieces I learned to play. I should sing that.
Home,
for
Home on the
everybody.
Range.
Mhm. Maybe not. I won't sing it. I won't.
We have quite a few people joining us. I don't know if we should start singing.
Oh, okay. I don't want to scare anybody.
Yeah. And
This
a pull up
starts-
comment section. please.
Yes, they would all be gone.
Is
It would be the shortest. It would be the shortest live in the history of lives.
I'm kidding. Especially if Joel started. He actually got kicked out of his choir when he was a
Yeah.
child.
Really?
At first, he was told to just mouth the songs, and then he was told that he didn't need to show up anymore. And it was the choir.
that's mean.
Oh, it was more so because I was just goofing around.
Oh, okay. Well, to the side.
Maybe after a few more. Oh, maybe after a few more samples. Yeah,
There you
Yeah,
go.
that will sound great.
to ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
but yeah, we're like really looking forward to 2021. This is going to be hopefully a fun year, and hopefully we're all going to be able in the RV community to do some more traveling. You guys did an amazing amount of traveling in 2020, even with a pandemic.
We really
Yeah.
did. We were surprised when we went to do our year in review. We were like, we really did good. I mean, even being stuck in Texas as long as we were, we really felt like we got to see a lot more than we anticipated.
we didn't get. The hard part was we didn't meet as many people. We met y'all
Right.
and a few others, but every place we went, we just didn't feel comfortable going and talking or socializing much. Most of our interactions were people was 10, 20 feet away, waving to them in their campground.
Mhm.
Yeah, from a distance. Yeah.
And we met several people we still follow on Instagram that we knew and things, but
Mhm.
no, not like we couldn't do the, hey, why don't you come on over and we'll sit around the fire thing,
Right.
this evening, or let's have a dinner together. And I think that was the hardest part for us.
I think it was because we like the social aspect of it, you know, and being able to talk to people and getting out and doing things and not having to worry about, you know, who's right next to you. So this has been kind of weird that way. We did get to see a lot, but it's been a weird year being able to just be around people and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were lucky we got to hang out with you guys because
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, we even
because of our jobs or whatever, we do a lot of self quarantining. So that's why we said we knew you guys had been super careful as well, and that's why it was really easy to travel with you guys as well, just because of that. And then when we leave Door County, we find that it was hot. Yeah, I think I forgot to tell you that. By the way, Door County was a hot spot while we were there.
Oh, great. Good to know. Again,
Guess what?
It's literally every place we went to when we would go into it. It was
fine.
It wasn't fine. I mean, they had cases, but it wasn't like a hot spot. And then we'd leave and we'd find out a couple weeks later, oh, now they're a hot spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We timed it pretty well there.
We didn't want to be known as the couple that were spreading the virus across the country.
No.
We tried to be really careful, and we don't. Even down here through the holidays, we basically saw our daughter, and that's it.
Right.
So many friends we called and said, "Hey, we're in Texas, but we're not going to come see you."
Right.
So, and most of them understood.
Yeah, everybody kind of understands, and it was a tough year for that purpose, for trying to get around to see people for sure.
You know what? When we went to Door County, we had a blast, and yeah, even though there was just the four of us mostly, you know, because we were just running around in that little shell of just us, it was a blast. We had such a good time, and we got to see so many things. So, you know, that I hate it when I hear people say they weren't able to travel so much during the pandemic, probably because they were worried about, you know, being near something. But I feel like that we did a pretty good job. Staying just, you know.
And we did a lot of, you know, when we were in campgrounds, like I said, it's pretty easy to quarantine when you stay in your camper or go on a hike, you know, or do things where there aren't any people. So.
Right. Well, and the restaurants we went to were pretty cautious, so that helped.
And eating outside and being outside, making sure we were sitting outside really helped as well.
Yeah, it did.
I think the only time we didn't sit outside was when we went to the fish fry, but we sat over in a corner by ourselves and wore a mask to our table and back. So,
right.
Yeah, and they made us sit outside and wait for the buzzer.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us stay in until our table was actually ready.
Right.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was a nice little microbrew right down the road we could walk to.
Yeah. That was actually, I got some notes down here so we could remember names of places we went. Maya found a squeaky toy, of course, that I thought I hit them all.
Thanks, guys. It's, A Home on the Range says that they follow Chasing RV Sunshine. Home on the Road. See, I knew I was going to say that because of that song. Home on the Road. They say they already follow Chasing RV Sunshine, but they're excited to learn more about all of us. So thank you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. You guys having a cocktail? We had tried the one beer so far from our pack. Just if anybody joining us, we are drinking Shiner. And then right now we're trying the cold brew coffee ale. And actually, I really like it. And Deanna's been such a sweetheart about this because she doesn't even like beer. But I told her to have a drink on the side so that she can have something nice to sip on that she likes, like wine or cider, something yummy.
We never got anything out for you.
We didn't, but this is okay because I'm actually liking this. I mean,
this one's pretty smooth.
See, I told you, drink the coffee beers. And she don't even like coffee. So that's the other thing. She just started drinking coffee not too long ago.
Started drinking coffee about a year and a half ago, right? Or two. Yeah.
We were at, you know, when we talked to you earlier, we were at that brewery in Columbus, Texas, and they had that milk chocolate stout, and that was really good.
I like that one too. I think I don't know that I would have drank an entire glass of it, but I did like it.
Yeah.
Normally those are my favorites. The milk chocolate.
Yeah, I'm starting to branch out to that and porters. I need to learn some more about porters.
Porters are good. You
Yeah.
guys, both of you and Bill are both IPA fans.
Yeah, I can drink some IPA. My biggest thing is Kolsch. That's my favorite beer. And of course, I got my Line and Kugel's hat on to represent Wisconsin for y'all.
Hey, perfect.
Because originally the idea was we were going to have a kind of a tasting between Wisconsin beers and Texas beers, and we couldn't find except for and we were going to do specialty beers, like
More of a
ones that
craft
were
style.
ones that were more like just seasonal, and so we couldn't find a Line and Kugel that was seasonal except for a porter. So
That vanilla.
Well,
Yeah.
it was the vanilla porter, and we had that. And it's not.
yeah, we
Not our
just
favorite.
kind of decided that this would be a Texas taste testing, I guess.
Right.
Maybe if we do another live, we'll do
There
a
you
Wisconsin
Yeah.
one when you can find some Wisconsin beers. Or it's going to
There we
be
go.
very boring, and it'll be like Milwaukee's best. Oh, we could have done Miller High Life, because it is the champagne of beers, and
Yep.
it's New Year's.
Yeah.
That would have been kind of funny.
That would've been
If
funny.
we did that one, it would probably have been made in Fort Worth for us because there's a big Miller plant in Fort Worth,
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
True.
The
But
Miller,
Wisconsin.
the-
So
Yeah.
technically, it's a Wisconsin beer. There you go.
the Miller Brewing plant actually in Milwaukee is the one good reason to go to Milwaukee. Otherwise, I don't know if there's anything else real fun.
Oh, the Brewers.
Well, the Brewers, yeah. But I said
Yeah.
that's one thing. Definitely see if you're in the Milwaukee area in Wisconsin is do the tour at the Miller Brewer or bleh, Brewing. I like seriously have had this much beer.
Yeah.
So,
You know, that's what I think.
I just got a
Go ahead.
text Dad. He can't figure out how to actually get on live chat and message, and he's saying hello to everyone, and he's watching.
Who
So,
said this?
Dad.
Oh, hi.
Well, I think that's one thing when y'all full time, and I really enjoy is every place we go anymore seems to have a craft brewery or a small microbrew that you can find. I mean, we were in 10 Sleep, Wyoming, a town of 150, 200 people, and they had a really good craft brewer there.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll enjoy that. And so I very rarely buy anything except I try to always take some from one of those, you know. And like when we went to the Harvest Host that our brewers is try to take some, and I bought a
Growler.
little growlers because when we were at Top Rail, that brewer in Pennsylvania, they'd fill your growlers for you at the end, you know, if you wanted to.
Oh, and Bill found out the one here, the Kolsch that he likes, they'll fill his little growler
Growler, too.
full.
That's
So you might-
nice.
You might want to look into some. I got a 32 ounce one because being by myself, just drinking it, you got to drink it pretty quick. They tell me once you open it. So
Right.
that's probably more, it's over a day, but so I'm thinking of getting a couple more so I could get them and seal them. And the guys back in Pennsylvania said that in the growler, if you kept it cold, you might get a week out of it.
And so he's
if you didn't
kinda-
open it.
So he's kind of honestly hoping I don't learn to like beer because then I would drink his growler beer.
Right.
That's a good thing
Yeah.
to think about is getting yourself some stainless steel or vacuum sealed growlers that we go to places you could get it filled and take some with you and keep in your refrigerator, And the 64 ounce is just way too big for me to have ones. So
Yeah.
I'm starting out with 32 ounce ones.
Mhm.
Well, I think 32 ounce might be perfect for us.
Yeah,
Because they
good.
said, there's sometimes you can be somewhere and you try them and you get them back home and you're like, this isn't as good as I remember. Because there's an ambience that comes with some of them. But other
Yeah,
times are like, and you're like, I wish I would have had gotten a larger amount of that. But I said, we'll have to play around. And that's a good tip for anyone in the RV community to make sure it's not glass.
Yeah.
Try to find that stainless steel.
Yeah. Stainless steel, plastic, aluminum, any of that.
Mhm.
We do have a couple little ceramic mugs and we've been fairly lucky that we haven't, they're still intact, but
Mhm.
for the most part, everything is plastic or stainless steel.
Yeah, we got a lot of glass to get rid of while we're downsizing. That's for sure.
That's true. I bet you do. We
Yeah.
have, let's see, how
Um,
many? We had one catastrophe, I think, with glass. We had some avocado oil in its original container, and it busted up in when we were traveling against another container. So that's when we decided no more.
Yeah, well, we learned the hard way when we were moving from Two Harbors, Minnesota, down to Washburn, Wisconsin on Lake Superior. And we made it all the way to the campground, and we were looking at different campsites, first come, first serve. And Joel decided to do one more loop on the campground because it was a big, huge circle. And he hit a bump, and we had glassware come flying out of one of the cupboards and shattered on the floor.
Yeah.
So that may be in a video coming up in February or March.
Yeah. So our Door County, Wisconsin videos was going to be 3. So the first 3 weeks in January, starting Sunday, and then the following 2 weeks. So the first one is going to be when we went to Lambeau Field, the Harvest Host we started at in our game. That was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And the second one's going to be our first half of Door County, and then the second half of Door County. How about you guys? How many videos is yours going to turn out being?
Well, I've got 3 edited, and there's probably going to be 4 because the last one still is at 45 minutes with editing. So that's a little too long to watch. So I got to cut it down. But otherwise, our first one is where we leave the Harvest Host, which was Bare Bones Brewery in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. And that was our very first Harvest Host. Right. And Home on the Road just asked, how long have y'all been on the road? We're currently still part-timing, and we're hoping to be full-time in approximately October of 2021 and living the Silver Life. How long have you been on the road?
It'll be 2 years in April.
Yeah.
So
we sold our house 2 years ago, April 18th, and we've been on the road ever since. We do have a climate-controlled storage unit, a 10 by 10, that we have in what we call our home base, which is 1,000 Trails in Whitney. So that Whitney, Texas. So it's just that storage unit's just down the road from that. But other than that, everything's right here. Most of that's the girls. We have 2 girls, and neither one of them have an established house yet. So when they do, they're going to be getting a lot of stuff.
Right.
That happened to us when my parents moved from our house that we grew up in, Montello. And then we, 2 years for you guys. Awesome.
Exactly the same time too.
I wonder, where are you from?
Home on the Road. Where are you from?
Oh, no.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna hide that one.
You let it out of the bag. What? Look at that. What? October? Sorry, Dave. You're losing the baby.
That's an estimate. If there's pandemics in the world that could happen that could prevent us from actually going on the road.
You're in Spokane, Washington.
They're from Spokane. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have not been to Washington much, so we will definitely be doing.
That's on our list for maybe this late summer.
Yes, we'd like to do some of Washington because we haven't done a lot of Oregon, Washington. We haven't done any Oregon and any California, so those are on some of our lists too.
Just depends on what goes on.
Yeah, probably. It was about 10 years ago. My parents sold their house in Wisconsin, and then we inherited basically everything from there that filled our basement bar area where we're sitting right now in our stick and bricks in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin is where we are. But I said it's slowly downsizing so we can hit the road.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys have been fabulous on tips and tricks for downsizing for us. So another great part of being friends with you guys.
Well, thank
Thank
you. I'm glad you liked it.
Home of Gonzaga basketball. There you go.
They got a good team.
Yeah, they do.
What I meant to
We
say is I'm
actually-
but I got distracted by the home of the
We're talking
Yeah.
basketball. I went to
Gonzaga
school at Syracuse, and they've been hit or miss in the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely an orange man.
In Orangeman, yeah.
Orange man.
I'm definitely a
We're
Wisconsin fan.
Wisconsin Badger fans.
Yeah, I figured that out. Oh, there's all the adventures.
Hey,
Hi
watching y'all
guys.
right now. Hope everyone is having a happy New Year. Well, we hope you are having a happy New Year too.
Where are you at in Texas? In the snow or the warm part? Oh, Gonzaga's #1 in the nation right now. Great.
Yeah, we are right now.
Yeah.
Of watching college basketball. No NBA. Don't care for
No.
NBA basketball whatsoever.
They travel too much. No dribbling.
Galveston. Okay. So they're down in Galveston. It's a little warmer down there, so that's
Yeah,
nice.
I don't think they
Ooh, I
got.
like their
I don't
logo.
think they got hit with. Oh, I do too.
They
I don't
didn't
think
get
they
any
got
snow.
hit with the snow that the Panhandle did.
Yeah.
Well, I said actually Galveston area is someplace that we're going to research for possibly wintering next year for
Yep.
winter. Because I said we've decided, originally we said we'll hit New Orleans and then flip a coin and do like the country song, heads Carolina, tails California. But we don't want to go to California, so it was going to be Texas.
There you go.
I like that.
There's a lot of Texas to winter in. So
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. And so, but my parents had lived in Florida for like 10 years. And so we kind of toured that a lot. And my sister had lived in Houston area in Texas, and we really liked it. And of course, Joel's a huge Dallas Cowboy fan. So since we had to go to Lambeau Field while we went with you guys, now
Don't
we're
do
going to go to Texas for winter.
Don't do the huffy thing when you say Dallas Cowboys.
Right. See?
I
Yeah.
caught it.
Someone
I
actually
caught
last night was telling me that there is a scenario where we could end up playing Dallas in some of the playoff games. So those are always fun to watch.
Well,
I don't
this
know
year
how-
that probably wouldn't fare well for Ellis.
no, I don't think so.
Not this year.
We're in Quartzsite, Arizona now for the big tent show.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
We wanted to go to courtside sometime.
We
We
did.
said we'll sure win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we thought about going this year. After we leave here, we're going to head out toward West
Arizona.
Texas and then out to Arizona. But I don't know if we're going to make it to Quartzsite or not.
I don't know. You know me. No, my plan is no plan.
The best plans is no plans.
I know.
So we might be there. So we'll have to. We'll message you if we come near there.
Yeah.
I'm
That'd be
not. I'm
neat.
really surprised they're having the big tent show, but I said different
Well,
area.
Yeah, I had heard they were going to cancel it, or at least that's what CRView thought, that they were not going to have it. So they must have changed their mind, or something happened that made them where they could, or
Yeah, we'll
Maybe
check
they-
into that.
policy or something.
Yeah. Excuse me. If it's outdoors, that might help too.
Yeah, that's true.
You ready to try the next one?
I guess.
Yeah.
we
All
get-
right. Yep. That we said we're going to try the next one, which is the s'more.
Okay. Hang on a second.
Whoa! I like the bottle color, that orange. I like that.
It
Yeah.
is. The,
Thank
Might be sweet.
the s'more is real chocolate from Texas Craft Factory and fire roasted cacao, giving this a full bodied ale tones over chocolate, caramel, and vanilla.
You're sitting on the dog.
I know.
Come here.
Hey, don't
It's the dog.
don't sit on poor Scout. Poor
Oh, it's
Scout.
still a goal. So that
Oh,
tends
that's
to.
good. Okay,
Oh,
it is still
good.
good.
It's good to hear that they're having that. And I said it's so nice for the RV community as well. But like we were talking earlier, the RV community is some of the best people or whatever that have understood social distancing. and have actually followed the rules from what we see. I still actually feel bad for that couple that was right behind you guys that had lost their heat and then the water plug fell out. They
I
were
know.
like,
You talk about
they were a disaster for their first time out RVing.
I know. I just hope that everybody who was first time RVing did not have the same experience these people did, because it's
In a
gonna.
rough night.
Yeah, I think that would make them say, "Nope, this camping thing's not for me."
Yeah, he was having a tough time. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
This
Well,
is what
let's
this
try
one
the
looks like.
s'mores.
All right.
it's kind of sweet.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it smells like caramel.
It tastes like caramel.
Does it?
Yep.
Oh,
With-
that's got a real. It's more of a caramel toffee taste to me than chocolate.
I think you're right. It doesn't taste so much like a s'more as it does caramel.
Well, it's number 2 on my list so far now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you.
Well, we tried 2 beers, so make it number 2. I would agree with you,
I
Bill.
would've thought-
This is
I
number
would've thought-
2.
Yeah, I would have thought I'd like this more than the other one, but I think I like the other one better than this.
Yeah,
This was
this
just
one's
a little bit. This was just a little bit much.
Yeah,
Not
and
bad. Not bad. It's a little.
it's really, like you said, it's really pretty. It says Shiner S'more Chocolate Marshmallow Ale. I don't taste marshmallow at all.
I already held it up.
Yeah, did you? Oh,
No.
but I'm
No, but I can taste the caramel and I can taste the chocolate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have that one again.
I
yeah.
think it has too many flavors in it. I think maybe that's it.
Yeah, it's like they're just trying to do too many things to a beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at this point, I'd rather have a cup of hot chocolate.
Right. Yeah.
Ooh. One of the
I
guys.
didn't show.
Oh yeah.
The one good thing about living in Wisconsin when there's snow, you can use the snow as ice.
I
Fill
like
your
that.
beer.
We went outside and just filled the bucket with snow, and we've got our beers sitting on the side, chilling, nice and cold.
Hey, are you still here, Scout? I'm like, okay.
He's giving me that I'm ready for bed look.
I know he is just giving me the evil eye.
Maya's like scooted down right here underneath our feet, trying to figure out who we're talking to and what's going on.
Yeah. So where are
She's
some
like-
everybody that's on and us? Where are some of our favorite places that we've been this year? So where have you been? That's a favorite, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you have a question for either one of us,
Yeah. Go right ahead and answer.
Yeah,
Ask.
We might drink this beer a little faster than the last just to get it home.
Yeah, maybe. This one might end up in the sink, actually.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, y'all lucked out. You found a 6-pack. The only thing I could find was a 12-pack. So I got a lot of extra.
Oh. Oh.
you know what you could do is give some gifts.
Yeah.
The little bow.
Maybe somebody you don't like.
Yeah, if there's someone you don't like and you have to give a gift to.
All the pictures. Zion
Oh, North Carolina.
Oh, I
in
love
North
Zion.
Carolina.
I want to go there so bad. I've
That's-
seen so many cool pictures in Zion.
That's one place we haven't done either is Southern Utah.
That is on the list to do.
It is
But
on the
you know,
list.
you almost have to have a whole season for Utah because they have so many cool places to go.
And you got to time it right because it can get pretty crowded, I heard.
Oh, yeah.
In North Carolina, we like Eastern Tennessee over into North Carolina. In fact,
Mhm.
last year we did make it in the Boone and Blowing Rock area.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely gorgeous over there.
But our favorite is Wyoming so far.
Yeah, so far our favorite.
Well,
Well, in all the adventures, they're huge boondockers as well. And if you go to their channel, amazing boondocking spots, especially in the Zion area that they've been traveling around there for a while. And it's quite cool to watch where they're staying currently. They've had some good cell phone reception in some areas and not so good in others. But
We're gonna have
that
to go
comes with
look at that.
boondocking.
definitely.
And then home on the road, one of my best friends lives in Stephenville, Montana. So we try to go up there every once in a while. And last year on our way back from Alaska, we stopped at Glacier and Yellowstone, and it was in September, right towards the end of the
Mhm.
season.
And then
Oh no, we didn't make it to Yellowstone
No.
then. We did it
we
this
were
year,
going to.
but it
but
was
then-
snowing so
And then,
much.
but then we lucked out because our daughter got married in August, and she wanted to go to see. They wanted to go get married in the Grand Teton, so we ended up there and Yellowstone, and yes, definitely. So we also like Glacier Park and Yellowstone. But when we went, it was the end of the season in September, like you said, and the road to the sun, the highway to the sun, or
Was
road to the
closed.
sun, it was closed, so you couldn't go very far. So they say that's where you want to go, is on that road. So we'll have to go back so that we can make it all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I also know that all the adventures, I think it's Jesse and Jesse. You guys are both bartenders, so are you guys having a cocktail too right now? And what did you make for yourselves?
Not s'more beer.
Hopefully that's more beer.
For a few months. Oh, that was neat. That's what we hope to do for
Oh, that is neat.
Deb and Joel when they come to Texas, and be tour guides around Texas for a while.
That's right. Except
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Hey, you-
places in Texas we haven't been, so we have a
Yeah.
tour guide
We-
a lot.
And we promise not to pay you in s'more beer.
Thank you.
Bring some wine and Kugel with
Yes, bring Lion and Kugel.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Actually, when his godparents lived in Utah,
No,
Reno. Reno. Yeah, they live in Reno, and whenever they come back out this way, they always make sure they drive their SUV to have enough room to put like 20 cases of beer from Leinenkugel's in their car. So I said we're just one area for storage taken up until we see you guys.
Would that be smuggling? Is that some kind of like smuggling the bandit was with beer?
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
You
well,
gotta
beer
take-
shots of Jameson are
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
We are simple folks, they say.
Yeah.
I'm Irish Catholic, so we always drink shots of Jameson as well. So
Have I ever even had Jameson?
No,
I don't think I have. That's something I have to try.
it's an Irish whiskey.
Oh, okay. That's probably why.
I don't. If I've had Jameson, it's very little. I'm more of a bourbon kind of guy.
Yeah.
yeah, we love bourbon. What was it that we were drinking with you guys in Door County?
We had
That's,
some. It was Wyoming,
Oh, yeah, that
Wyoming whiskey.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, we've been kind of keeping an eye out for that, and
Yeah, it's at the one
you
place.
can find it. But
Yeah, that, and there was something else we had too, and I can't remember now.
Yeah, you had a
Yellowstone,
couple different flavors.
Oh yeah, Yellowstone.
he had Yellowstone, and that was really good.
Yep.
Jay loves all the bourbon and whiskey. There you go, Jay. What's your favorite bourbon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Joel's a huge Jack Daniel's fan. One that we just found that's actually a Wisconsin local area is called Border 44.
Oh
That's
no!
not-
Oh, what was it?
Peanut butter whiskey is good. What was that one? It's called Screwball.
Screwball.
My
Yes.
sister goes through cases of that
Oh,
back, and
she loves.
she tried to.
Screwball.
I'm not. I just
I
more of a
liked it.
purist, I guess. I just don't like flavored whiskeys and bourbons.
I liked
Yeah.
it. He
That-
didn't care much for it. I like their pecan. She also bought pecan whiskey, and I like that better. So I think I drank more of that than the
Yeah.
peanut butter whiskey. But the
our one daughter's boyfriend had
Hell,
come
he
up, and
loves it.
and they gave him a bottle. Yes, Screwball, and he can't. He has to hide it from all his friends, or else he doesn't find it. So
Yeah.
it's,
Well, we
it's
were-
crazy you can find it. I've found it at a little bitty store in Pinedale, Wyoming.
Mhm.
Yeah, we were actually in not Puerto Vallarta. We were in Mexico in Playa del Carmen with friends, and we had an all-inclusive, and one of them served a peanut butter tequila, and our friend Ann bought the whole bottle. And
Oh,
I- And it was actually because normally tequila sneaks up on you and stuff, and all of us thought we were going to be really super hungover the next day, and actually it wasn't that bad. But it was like,
Well, there are also 6 of us drinking it. so
Yeah.
it wasn't-
but still, it was really yummy, and that was one of those that you think is going to sneak up on you, and didn't
Well,
actually. It was,
Well, when we all get together, we'll have to do a live and we'll do a bourbon tasting. Because my
Oh,
sister
perfect.
and my sister, something I never heard of, but
Oh,
back
yeah.
back in New York, her husband bought her a whiskey or something tasting. And what you do is they send you a list, and you go out and buy all these whiskeys or bourbons or wines if it's what kind of tasting. And then you go online and you're tasting it, and they explain them as you taste them. And
Oh,
things.
nice.
And so you do an online virtual tasting,
that's so
And you
cool.
and you have a bottle of each one just at your house when you're done.
Now you
So
you've
what-
drank Buffalo Trace before, haven't you?
Buffalo Trace, yeah.
you liked
Yep,
it.
I like Buffalo Trace. Can't go Russell Jack. I think I said that Wyoming one was good. There's a couple Texas ones. There's one, it was called Balcones Still Pot Bourbon, and it was really good because it was so different. It wasn't smooth. It had a good sharp edge to it, and I kind of liked that. And because some of them I think get a little bit too smooth. I like something that kind of yanks your head back a little bit once in a while.
It should have a little bite to it for sure.
Yeah. So, but
Well-
Buffalo Trace is good.
What's the one
And
that's
it-
down
isn't-
in Fredericksburg at the distillery that's kind of expensive?
Isn't Buffalo Trace on the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky? Isn't that one of the Kentucky bourbon?
Probably. I think
I
it
think
is.
so.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I guess that should be on our list of things to do.
Oh, that would be fun.
We did it actually. That's where I learned that I did like bourbon and whiskeys, which Joel's like, great, because bourbon and whiskey bottles and stuff to drink. It's not always the cheapest,
No.
but it also decreased his supply of whiskey and bourbon because I've been drinking it now. But we had got to bring my dad home or to stay with us in 2017, and we stopped and did some of the places on the Bourbon Trail. And I got to, my first tasting was actually at Jack Daniels, which
Yep.
is his holy land.
Yep.
And he's actually a part owner now because a friend of his signed up. And so he has a piece of paper saying that he's a owner of Jack Daniels.
Yep.
There you
which
go.
It's a piece of paper.
It's- And a part owner in the Packers.
No, that's a real thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't know. No, there's a distillery outside Fredericksburg that is, when I've talked to people, it's very good bourbon, very unique. They say it's Garrison Brothers, but it's on the pricey side. Like a fifth is like $80,
Oh yeah.
and that's a special occasion type bottle of bourbon.
Right.
I think. So I got to go there, but yeah, I'm always trying different ones. I'm always interested what people like, and Buffalo Trace was always good. I like that. I guess in just plain whiskeys, one of my favorite is George Dickel
Yeah.
whiskey. And they make a really good rye if you like a rye whiskey. I've had so.
I work with a guy who's now since retired, but that was his favorite, was the George Dickel.
Yep.
And we did just get something from the Riva Stalls, who I don't know if they're still watching or
Yep.
not, for Christmas.
And a pecan whiskey.
Pecan whiskey.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
now that is good stuff.
Yeah.
And you said it right too.
Pecan.
Pecan whiskey.
You know, I say it both ways, so
Do not say pecan. That's an outhouse.
no.
Uh,
Okay. I get booted off the show. Yeah, so
I'll eventually say their rye is really good and cheap. Yep.
Oh, okay.
When we were growing up, my sister had just been learning how to read, and we were actually driving to Florida to see my grandparents, and there were tons of signs that said P-can. And all of a sudden she turns to me, and we're in the back seat of the car, and she's like 6, and I'm like 9, and she's like, is this a really poor area to live in? And I was like, kind of impressed. And I'm like, actually, yeah, we're not in the best area right now. And she goes, and I said, why? And she's like, because they keep advertising on all the signs they have bathrooms that says P-can. She
There you go. See
to
what I
go to the
mean?
bathroom, and I'm like, no, those are nuts.
It's pond, not pecan.
Right. Right. Well, should we try the third one?
Yes.
Oh, we
Let's
should.
do it.
And while we're doing that, is anybody have any RV questions? And give us a
Yeah,
holler.
For those that don't know, we have we new to us 2018 Tiffin Allegro Red 33AA. That's about 35 feet long. It's a Class A motorhome, and we have a plan to have a towed behind us with a possible Jeep is what we want for
Yeah.
our towed. We don't have that yet, but we have an RV.
We have a 2008 Airstream, 28 foot
Safari.
Safari. Sorry, left out part of it.
Safari Special Edition with a bunch of modifications.
I think special edition just means it doesn't have the mouse fur on the ceilings and the walls. It's aluminum on the walls.
And the panoramic windows up front.
There you go.
Yep.
I lost my opener there for a second.
So the next beer we're trying is a 1909. It's brewed using a single malt and single hop. This is a perfectly balanced heritage lager. Page 2 are their German and Czech founders.
Oh, Jack too, huh?
Yeah.
Lighter than the other two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe we should have started with this and went darker.
Well,
Yeah.
This one actually smells like beer. The other two had like undernotes of stuff.
yeah, this
Yeah,
one
this
actually
one's
looks like
just
beer.
beer.
Oh,
Cheers.
yeah, that was a lighter beer.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now that's what I like. I like
Yep.
lager.
Yep. Standard lager.
Actually, it's
Yep.
very good for a beer.
If I was going to have more than one, I'd probably drink the lager.
Can we have base again, Deanna?
She's like, that's beer.
How we decide? I think I like it.
This is how we'll do it.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
Aw. We
Oh, they have
Home on the Road has a 40-foot diesel pusher. And they pulled their Jeep. Oh, they have a Jeep. What kind of
Whoa.
Jeep? 65 feet going down the road. Oh, yes, I drive too, says Don. Proud
Good
of you,
deal.
Don.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
great.
I
40
drive also,
Woo.
but Joel actually loves driving, so it's like a fight in order for me to actually be able to drive, and it's not because I can't drive. And also Maya does way better when I'm in the passenger seat than when I'm not. But the problem with when I'm in the passenger seat, then she has to be on top of me. But luckily in our rig, it is actually a reclining chair in the passenger seat, and it's really comfortable. So
Well, I don't drive. I've driven one time through North Dakota a little bit.
Yeah, we got to work on that though.
We're still working on it.
And I enjoy
because he
driving
loves
too,
driving.
so.
That's
Yeah, I do
kind of,
too.
I'm the navigator and he's the driver.
To all the adventures, yeah, we've modified ours a lot. We tore the dinette out, put in a bar, kind of thing. I don't know. Deanna's going to try to show you. There you go. And then
There's our bar with our
we
stools.
just. I don't know if they can hear us.
Yeah, and we just
Got a mess on the
Here.
counter.
our sink. Oh, you can see where he's spilled some stuff with the beer, but there's a mess on the counter. But there's
So
so those are the main modifications. Was the kitchen and that, and a little bit in the bedroom and stuff like that.
yeah,
That's
so
about it.
we've done that.
Haven't done anything with the bathroom yet.
No, but before we went to Alaska last year, I put in a whole solar package and put 300 watts of solar on the roof and 2 lithium batteries. The batteries and the Airstreams were outside in a box. I moved them in. There's right under where we're sitting under the couch. Rewired a bunch of things and we put a whole new floor in. We changed the floor out. We tore the whole vinyl out and put down some vinyl plank flooring. So we've done a bunch in ours.
And I covered the seats. We put drawers underneath where it had the pull down
Pull-down
thing,
things
and I just put the stripe in the curtains.
Yeah. So, has anybody else done any? Airstreams are easy to modify. I think they got good start. You can start with them. It's a little easier.
How about you guys? Anybody done any upgrading?
Well, we
modification?
haven't. We were just, I mean, one thing that was really lucky for us for 2020, having to not being able to travel or anything, was that we got to learn our rig first.
Yeah.
But we know two things that we're definitely upgrading. And one is the toilet seat, because it's got stupid ridges all the way around the bottom. So it's literally a pain in the butt to clean, even though you're on it. Ha, so it's being. And then our other one is where we want the sink, or the actual a different faucet for our sink, because ours, even there's been recommendations to clean the filter on the bottom of the hose thing that comes out. I'm so technical, I know, but it splashes all over the place, and we want to replace and get a different faucet sink.
Yeah.
Home on the Road's got a 2008 Afton Gold,
Yeah. Alpha
17 and a half feet ceiling,
7.
or 7.5 feet ceiling.
Yeah.
It can
Is
do
that,
back.
is that a travel trailer or I doubt it's a fifth wheel with that size. Yeah, with your 7.5 foot ceilings, you're in there with an Airstream. Then I'm not familiar with that Alpha Gold.
I'm neither.
Oh, 1,080 watts of solar. Now you can move that pretty good.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna have to
can.
go to your.
We just got
Yeah.
solar jealous, because that's one upgrade we want to do too. And we
Yeah,
want to get the
down the road.
lithium batteries is another huge one.
Yeah, Home on the Road. Did you what batteries do you have? Did you change over to lithium, or are you still using the lead batteries? You could send that, because I love the lithium. We only have 200 amp hours, and kind of wish I added a third, but it's working. But we're pretty good because we don't run an inverter, so everything's 12 volts. We pretty much deal with. So that's a lot of solar.
Yeah, solar is definitely one that we want to try to get an upgrade to.
Yeah.
But there's certain things down the road. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we want to do a lot of boondocking.
Yeah, when we went to Alaska, we figured out like about 60% of our camping it wasn't necessarily boondocking, but we were in campgrounds with no hookup. We never ran out of power.
All right. All the Ventures, they tore out their couch. They built a new one for better storage and easy access to storage. They added shelving in the bedroom. They painted the camper, and they plan on getting rid of the carpet, and they're going to get solar later too.
Yeah, I'm going to go on and look at their. I want to go look at it. Yeah, we tore the Airstream had linoleum in the front and carpet in the bedroom, and tearing that carpet out was one of the best things you can do. If you do go with a vinyl plank, really research it. I got a cheaper one at Lowe's. And
You still have 6 lead acid battery when the Road does.
I'm going to go to AGMs. Yeah, that's a better setup. I had AGMs.
Yeah.
I took out and then went to the lithiums. A lot of price difference between a lithium and an AGM.
But the AGMs are a good battery too.
Yeah, well, they'll be maintenance free.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot. And they have a little better charging pattern, which is nice. And that's what I love about the lithiums. They really are probably the best for charging up and discharging, and hardly any maintenance to them. Oh, and one thing to do is I put in a what's that brand? Victron battery monitor, and it Bluetooths to my phone, so I'm constantly can check. And it's a Victron solar charge controller, and they both Bluetooth to my phone. So when we're boondocking, I can instantly tell where we're at on power and how much we're getting. So
all the Ventures, when are y'all going to put the video out for your couch rebuild?
Yeah, just built a couch rebuild. That's great.
Because if you're
You're
behind on, we're going to put the kitchen counter one out like the first week in February after our Door County, and right now we're in Colorado River, 1,000 Trails near Columbus, Texas, and we've been touring the painted churches, and so that'll come out the last of January. So our calendar will be the 1st of February.
Yeah.
So when are y'all going to put out your couch video?
Yeah. No, we just had a issue with our batteries. We're plugged into an outlet in our storage unit, and we Joel went there, and it was unbeknownst to us a Jeff I plug, and it had tripped, and we don't know how long we weren't plugged in, and our batteries were down to like
way too low, but
11%.
no, it was less
Yeah.
than that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to go below 50% with regular flood acid
Right.
or flooded lead acid. Yeah, the lithium is expensive, and that's why I only bought 2. But it was great because they really work good. But we don't run an inverter. Yeah, with a 3,000 watt inverter, you'd need I'd imagine you'd want at least 400 amp hour lithiums, if not 6.
Yeah, so you're definitely right about the price on
That's
that.
a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. So yeah, your AGMs are going to be perfect for that.
The only inverter we have is a little 300 watt inverter so that we can charge our laptops. And then we do everything else 12 volt, the lights, and if we can't run an AC, of course.
Mhm.
So our way to solve that problem is just move where it's cooler.
That's right. We just don't boondock where it's too hot.
Oh, they have a Thousand Trails membership.
Yep.
Good.
Yes, it is.
And we
It
got
is
the
definitely.
Trails collection. We added it last year, of course, and we didn't hardly get to use it, but we're hoping to this year.
We were going to use it in April, and then everything shut down. We were going to go to the Keys in Florida with that special membership thing,
Trails collection.
Trails collection, and it didn't work out that way. But we did use it. We actually used it in Wisconsin
Wisconsin
before we
does.
came to meet you guys.
Before
Or-
some crazy person messaged you privately on Instagram and said, "Hey,"
Hey!
and then you're like, "Hey, I'm in Chippewa Falls. How crazy we live here."
Well,
That
it was
funny.
fun.
It was
And then you show up with cheese curds.
in the police vehicle, and I'm sure
Yeah.
everybody was looking and wondering what was going on. We're getting busted.
We will have with cheese curds. We will
Yeah.
have an RV spring clean purge video coming out in a few weeks,
Oh, that's
followed
a
by
good
the
idea.
couch build out. Oh, that is a good idea. I
Yeah,
like that.
we didn't
Still
do
have
as
a
much
couple
as we
travel
should have
vlogs.
here.
Still have a couple travel vlogs to catch us up to Texas. I hear you. It starts. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're
so
like,
we're already to like the second week in February of material. So
well, that's because you have so many magnificent,
Yeah.
so much footage from Dark County of us
And
being
yeah.
silly.
yes, and it's too shabby y'all when you get on the road full time in October. Even though you've got some pretty magnificent footage just right there in Wisconsin.
In
So
Minnesota, yeah.
yeah, so if you guys have not been exploring in Wisconsin and Minnesota, go back and check out some of their videos because there's some great places there to check
Yeah,
out.
you're not supposed to tell people that because we don't want anyone coming to Wisconsin or Minnesota. We're going to keep it to ourselves.
I'm so sorry, I forgot. Oh, Wisconsin is terrible. Don't go to Wisconsin. Terrible. Oh, there's nothing.
The cheese is horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We just
the
got
cheese curds fried cheese curds are
they're
awful.
terrible.
Yeah, they got to try their first cheese curds ever and their first Friday night fish fry ever, which is always hard for anyone that lives in Wisconsin to understand how there isn't a Friday night fish fry.
There-
Everywhere. I'm like, it just seems like there should be because they're so fabulous. And why wouldn't you have a Friday night fish fry?
Back in
But
New
we also
York.
had,
Go ahead.
yeah. No,
Back
You
in
go
New
ahead.
York, yeah, fish fries are real big. My dad goes all the time because my grandmother was raised was Catholic. She's Italian, and my family's a lot of Italians. So we couldn't eat meat on Friday, so fish fries were huge across the area. So we go, but once I moved to Texas,
They're not so
it's
big.
not as big, but it seems to still be a special. But it's usually fried catfish on Friday nights or
But
some
they don't.
night.
But it's not really advertised as like a fish fry. It's more
No.
of
That's our special for Friday night.
We have fried catfish if you'd like to have fried catfish,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But they don't have supper clubs either in Texas. You know, that's definitely a Wisconsin thing.
Yeah, for
Yep,
sure.
it is. And we're looking at shooting a special video just on the supper clubs that are in Chippewa County where we live.
I would
Because
definitely be interested in seeing that.
Yep.
Yeah. And explaining to everyone what an actual is the difference between a regular restaurant and a supper club as well. And there's a huge
good.
history behind Wisconsin supper clubs as well.
Sounds good.
It does.
But
Yeah.
not going to spoil it on here.
No.
Well, when we come back this year, when you guys get some time off, we'll hit a supper club.
Yeah, because we didn't get to have a supper club. We did a fish fry, but not a supper club.
Right.
We
Yeah,
did-
that wasn't a
Yeah, the Harvest Host had a mug club, but it's not the same thing.
right.
No, that's completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are your travel plans for 2021?
Well, the loose plan is Texas now, Arizona. Everything goes through St. Louis to see our grandson in February for his birthday. Back to Texas, and then from there it's kind of loose, but probably head towards Florida. Then hook up with her sister in mid-May in Alabama at a state park on the coast. And then from there, probably back to St. Louis to the Northeast, probably for end of May, June, and then start working our way west for the summer and fall.
And real quick,
Nice.
all the adventures says that they have to head out. They've had their first night in Galveston, so they went going to explore. But thanks so much for joining us. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thanks for
it.
joining us, you guys. We're
And we'll
so
be
happy
checking
that
out
you were able to.
Florida.
We may
Thank-
head toward Padre, so we never know. If you guys go farther down the coast, let us know.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe.
Maybe. We don't know.
Yeah, have a wonderful night.
You too.
But yeah, we actually we're hoping to obviously the RV out of storage in April, and then we're gonna head back and we have a permanent site again at Black Creek Lodge. And then I actually just booked a whole entire 11-day vacation up to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan over the 4th of July weekend, the week before and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So super excited about that. And every place that I actually booked, we like got the last spot.
Oh,
And
I
I'm
think
like,
Yeah, we're going to.
well, and it's it's 2 state parks and 1 city park that we're actually staying at.
state parks are hard to get into. I don't know if anybody else is noticing that, but state parks are hard
Texas
to get
is
into.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, we better book this, and quickly did. And I said, we're really looking forward to that.
Well, that'll be
So-
fun. Y'all have a great time.
Well, hopefully when we head west, we'll come through Chippewa Falls again for a few days.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I was trying to figure out last night or whatever, because kind of got to put some vacation dates in the books. But I said, I'm like, got a couple days to play with or whatever, and said, figured you guys might be coming through.
Yeah.
But you never know. I said where we could meet up. Maybe the Bourbon Trail.
There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Could do something like that.
That would be fun.
Yeah, because we're definitely going back to Wyoming this year. That's one of our favorite places.
Sure.
Well, and like I said, Joel and I have never been out to the West Coast. He was, as a kid, he had to be like
San Francisco.
San Francisco, so that really doesn't count as far as seeing all of that area. But we've never been to Oregon or Washington or any of that area, and really want to explore that as well.
Michigan is on our bucket list. There you
Oh
go.
yeah, there you go. Maybe home on the road. You'll
'Cause
see
if
them
we
in
need to go.
Michigan.
I'd like to go to the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
go to Pictured Rocks.
And actually, that's where I kind of screwed up, and I should have done 2 nights at one campground, and I only could get in for 1 night. And so, but it was the Pictured Rock area. That was what was all
It's
booked up
popular.
already.
Yeah. it's
But
fun.
instead
Especially
of, well, if you guys have the fabulous kayaks that you travel with, we'd have to rent some. but I found a catamaran cruise that we can do 70 miles of the coastline.
Oh my God.
And see
Yeah, that's
all of it instead of a short distance. But I mean, the kayaking through the rocks and stuff like that would be amazing.
It
Yeah,
would be.
that is for sure.
Yeah, we'll probably try to do a little bit of that when we get back up there. Stuff. So,
Yeah. The other
What
area you got to do is the Two Harbors, Minnesota area, and not Madeline Island. Madeline Island in Wisconsin.
okay.
That's fabulous kayaking.
We'll probably spend some time then going through. Last year, one of our things we were planning to do, didn't get to do, was the circle tour of Lake Superior.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like 1,200 miles or something. I can't remember.
Yeah,
Something like that. But when we went to Alaska, we went around the north side of it through Ontario. And it was absolutely gorgeous.
and
up
one of
there.
our favorite provincial parks is
well,
on that trail. It's called Nays.
Nays
Nays
Park.
Provincial Park, and it's
We lucked
along
out,
that
got 2
Superior-
nights right on the beach.
right on the beach.
Oh,
And it
wow.
was-
It was really cool. So that was kind of neat.
So we want to do that.
Yeah.
That Lake Superior tour. That'd be fun.
That was pretty neat.
Oh yeah, you'd love it. Else, I said otherwise or whatever. Yeah, our videos or whatever. Like I said, our first one that's going to come out on Door County is the Lambo, and then getting to the actual park we stayed at was Bailey's Grove Campground, which was really reasonable and centrally located, and we could walk right down to Bailey's Harbor right from there.
That was fun. We did that first
yeah.
night we were there. We just walked down there. It was nice.
Yep.
We visited a winery called Stones Throw Winery, and Deanna and I may have gotten snuck in through a back door to see the actual tasting room, but the line was
I've done that.
the line was crazy to get in there, so we just did a glass of wine instead. And then we visited 2 different breweries, which were Door County Brewing Company and One Barrel. And both were really good. We were at Door County Brewing twice, technically.
There you
Give
go.
away all our secrets.
Yeah.
Oh, Home on the Road. When did you go to Alaska? We went in 2019, and we went from Niagara Falls all the way across Canada to Calgary, and then worked our way up to Alaska, and then came back down through. Our total trip was 15,000 miles in 3 months. So, when did you all go? It was. I
Their
loved it.
video where they take a seaplane out is amazing. And when they go to Banff and they are kayaking on the, Lake Victoria, right?
Lake
is that-
Louise.
Lake Louise.
No,
Yeah.
Moraine Lake.
We were on Moraine Lake.
They were on Lake Louise. We were on Moraine Lake. Yeah.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
Oh, our
Yeah.
video.
Watch those videos.
Yeah, it was Moraine Lake in the Lake Louise area. Yeah. And then we
Those
found
videos
footage of that float plane where we flew over
Over
and
Cook
fished.
Inlet,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, we fished. Didn't even realize we had more video. Had to put out another
Yeah, we put up the lost foot.
the lost footage. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
What's W stand for?
Pacific Northwest.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yeah. So otherwise or whatever, we did have absolute fabulous travels up to Door County, Wisconsin. And if you haven't actually ever been there, it is very popular, obviously, in the Midwest, and it's like a must go. Everybody in this area knows about it, but we ain't telling you about it because it's secret and we don't want anyone to know. Oh, wait, too late. We told you.
No, but I will say this.
Oh, there you go.
2017 with my in-laws. Oh,
Wow.
before we got our coach and sold everything. Yeah. We'll have to make a plan to go back, right? We wanted to go back this summer. That was our original plan, was to
Yeah.
go back, but we have to go back to plan B because we're not sure if the borders will be open yet. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And Scout's been having some health issues. Our Jack-Rat, he's been having a few issues. He's 16 years old, so we don't want to get too far out of the States and him have a medical need. So We're good.
For
We
sure.
wait.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that was amazing. Scout and Maya got along like perfectly. It was
They
like
did.
they were telling stories and sitting. We tried to get a picture when we come back from places we were that wouldn't allow dogs, and to get a picture of them too, because they were both sitting in the front seat, always like just so calmly looking out the window, like
It was.
they were gonna go for a Sunday drive.
I know.
Joel thought it was so funny when we came out of L. Johnson's and there they were in the front.
We got some pictures, but they were so blurry. So I started
Yeah.
kind of playing with some of the some special effects kind of things, and I kind of got it pulled out a little bit where you can sort of see. So in this, I think it's the second January film video. I think I have some of them in the car, but
Yeah.
it's not perfect. But it definitely had. You could definitely tell they're sitting there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I got to
I
catch it.
I don't know if we made a failed to mention, but we hit colors in Door County at the perfect timing. Like
Yeah, I
they were spectacular.
I know Door County is particularly popular in the summer, but man,
The fall might be the
Oh.
time to go.
October
Wasn't
was
quite as
gorgeous.
crazy probably as it is in the summer.
It was
Right.
cold as Texas, girl, but it was beautiful.
Yeah, then Deanna might be getting shirts for sale that say "I survived Wisconsin in October."
I'll never complain about Texas winters again because I survived October in Wisconsin. That's what my
Yeah.
t-shirt is. It's gonna be long. It's gonna take the whole front, but it's gonna be worth it.
Well,
Well, I suppose we could wrap this up, and just want to
Yeah.
thank everybody that's joined us and anybody that's going to watch this
Yeah.
after the fact. We appreciate you sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed a cocktail. And we're hoping we didn't even leave a little beer.
No.
Let's see if we can pour just a tiny bit because
No.
we got to have it. Oh, we don't have anything. Oh, there we go.
You can have a little bit.
Okay,
There
we
we
got to have a toast, official toast to the end of the video and to 2021, and looking forward to everybody.
2021. Everybody be
2021.
Safe travels, everyone.
Definitely have safe travels. And everybody that's watching, we miss and love everyone. And well, we
nice
will.
to meet you too.
So nice to meet you too.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it, and have a great 2021.
Absolutely.
We'll talk to y'all later. We'll
Yeah.
catch up
See you.
here in a couple
Yeah,
days.
okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.